Hello, so you guys who watch my channel regularly know that I am a big fan of switcher videos. I'm a big fan of mixing up two things and you having to work out which one is which. So this video is entirely devoted to which past tense do I need. Because very few people speak using one past tense. I don't walk around saying I was talking, I was drinking, I was eating. I don't walk around saying I went, I spoke, I drank, and I certainly don't walk around saying I had spoken, I had walked, I had drunk. So the point is, you don't need to be thinking in this academic way, this school way, where you go, this term we're going to look at this tense, and then we're going to look at this tense. We're going to use them all the time. So, first things first, what I'd like you to do is quickly remind yourselves the three tenses that we're going to be looking at. So, our was tense, yeah? Our imperfect tense, our movement wishy-washy tense. I was speaking, je parlais. I was going out. Sortir gives me sortez, okay? So our method will obviously be on this one, I need an A. I either copy my A, so dansais, je dansais, or I add my A. Pouvoir, pouvait. Okay, I need my A for everybody, or ion, or ie. My next tense, okay, my single arrow action will be my I spoke, I went, I slept. Yep, j'ai parlé, je suis allé, j'ai dormi. It's going to be my action tense, okay? My third tense will be my, now look here, I've got action 1 in the past with the arrow that we're in, because we've got an action 2 over here. So this one would be in the normal past tense, yep, and this one is when we put the middle verb in the was ending. So I had spoken, I had gone, I had, what did we say? I had eaten, so j'avais, I had spoken, j'avais parlé, I had gone, j'étais allé, I had eaten, j'avais mangé. Okay, so we're going to be using all three at the same time. So, off we go. There's obviously base vocabulary as well. So yesterday, okay, I went to see my friend Joe. So yesterday. Hier, I went, which tense? Single action. I'm not referring to I had gone previously, it's just a single action. And it's finished. I'm not saying I was going, so it's number 2. It's going to be the basic past. It's a movement verb, so je suis allé. Yeah, je suis allé to see, voir, my friend, mon ami, Joe. Okay? He was happy. Okay? He was happy. Now you can hear the verb to be, so the verb was. So whenever you can hear was in English, it's a pretty good indication it's going to be in the was tense. Okay? Am I saying was plus the word ing? He was dancing, he was speaking? No. So I don't need to conjugate any of the verb and the verb to be. So he was, verb to be, être, yeah, être, so I find the hard, et, what's my was ending? A. So he was, il était content, okay? I saw Joe, j'ai vu Joe, action, 1, 2, 3, I saw, okay? 2 weeks ago, il y a 2 semaines, there are 2 weeks, okay? Il y a 2 semaines, there are 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. There are 2 weeks between now and how and on what we're doing. So this is the little phrase for ago in French. 2 months ago, il y a 2 mois. Yeah, 3 hours ago, il y a 3 heures. There are 3 hours between now and when this first action happened. So, I had seen Joe 4 weeks ago, but he was sick. So I saw, j'ai vu. I had seen, remember I'm going to keep 1, I'm going to keep 3, j'avais vu. So I'm going to swap j'ai vu for j'avais vu. What am I doing? I'm sticking the A, which is from the verb avoir, and I need to stick that in the corresponding was conjugation for I. Okay? So we went to the shop, okay, together. So we went, action, not we had gone, not we were going, action, so I need 1, 2, 3. We went, it's a movement verb, it's about the verb to go, so the verb to go is allé, so the past ending will be allé, so we went, nous sommes allés, yeah. to the shop, masculine shop, au magasin, okay? Or using on est allé, yeah, on est allé, using we are, on est, same verbs as he and she, on est allé au magasin, okay? But, quelle horreur, the shop was closed. The shop was closed. No, let's go back a bit. So when we were going, we saw that the shop was closed. Okay, Joe said that the shop was closed. Let's change it up a little bit. So when we were going, so we were going now. So what's the verb to go? Allez. I'm sticking it now in the were and the was word tense, the imperfect. Hang on, I'm using nous. So I can't use a like for everybody else. What's my endings for the was tense? A, ions, iaa. So we were going, nous allions, okay, to the shop, au magasin. Okay, if I said we were going and I used en, then I use the verbs of he and she. So that rescues it. That means I can use a again like everybody else. So we were going on allait. Okay, Joe said, action, Joe a dit. Okay, it's normal, past, 1, 2, 3 with have in the middle. Joe said, the shop's closed. Okay, le magasin est fermé. Joe said the shop was closed. Indirect speech, okay, I'm not quoting Joe. I didn't say Joe said the shop is closed. I'm saying Joe said that the shop was closed. So, le magasin, what's the verb was? Était fermé, okay? Therefore, we decided to buy an ice cream in the street, okay? So we decided is an action, isn't it? We decided, okay? 1, 2, 3, I'm going to need have in the middle. Nous avons décidé d'acheter une glace, whatever, dans la rue. But, okay, we, let me say, Joe had eaten too many sweets, yes, the day before, so finally he didn't have an ice cream. Okay, Joe had eaten. So give me Joe has eaten, Joe a mangé, basic action. Joe had eaten, keep 1, keep 3. Joe avait mangé, trop de bonbons. Therefore, donc, whatever. Il a mangé une pomme. He ate an apple. Okay? He ate an apple. Okay? I was eating an apple when I saw that there was a worm in it. Okay? I was eating. So verb to eat, manger. I was eating. Now I'm not with nous, I'm not with vous, so I can use a. I was eating. I need to hear my a. So what's the verb to eat? Manger. So I was eating. Je mangeais. Lovely. Une pomme. When. Yeah. Words like when give you a bit of a heads up. I saw this. I saw action. 1, 2, 3. J'ai vu. Okay. So really think with these. You've got your action. You've got your had action with had in the middle. You've got your wishy-washy. Okay. Let's just do a couple more. He was telling me that, so verb to tell, dire. So straight away when I've got the verb dire, I need an a, don't I, for was. What do I add an a onto? There's either an a in the verb or I add it on the hard. I can't use the hard, dire, I can't use the r, as we know, so I go to nous to check what it is. So dis, nous disons. So there's my new hard, dis. So I was saying, je disais, tu disais, il disait. So Joe was saying, Joe disait, okay, that he was going to buy a new house. So Joe was saying he was going to buy a new house. So Joe disait that he was going. You can hear the word was, so we're in the were, was, were used to imperfect tense. So Joe was going. What's my verb to go? Allait. I can hear the a for was. Joe allait buy, second verb, acheter, in the infinitive, in the er form, in the long form, second verb, qu'il allait acheter une nouvelle maison. Une nouvelle maison. Okay? I said, action, j'ai dit that I was happy for him. Que j'étais content pour lui. Okay? Because he had tried to buy another house a couple of months ago, but it didn't work out. So he had tried I've got my further past with had in the middle. So il a essayé, il avait essayé. Yeah. D'acheter une autre maison il y a 3 mois. Okay. Finally, lovely. Finally, we arrived. So action. Come back to the first past. Yeah, not going in the further past. Back to the normal past. So we arrived. Nous sommes arrivés. On est arrivé using en. Okay. At the restaurant or au restaurant, where Joe's family were already eating. So no, let's say we're waiting. Joe's family were waiting. Okay. So verb to wait. Attendre, attendre. So were, was, it's a wishy-washy. It's going to need my a sound. So where's the a in attendre? There isn't one, which means I'm going to have to add it on the hard. So attends, attends, attends. J'attends, tu attends, il attend, nous attendons. There we go. Okay, or I could find it quite simply this time just from the infinitive. So attendre doesn't contain prendre, so it's a classic D hard. So, la famille de Joe, the family of Joe, attendait, were waiting au restaurant. Okay, lovely. His father had waited for 3 hours, whatever. So he waited, il a attendu. Okay, he had waited. Change the middle one. Il avait attendu. Brilliant. Okay, so we're kind of getting the idea that in basic speech we need to jump around. I mean, to be honest with you, in basic speech we'd also be adding Joe's mom said she would come and see me next week. I will be happy to do that. Okay, you jump around all the tenses. Okay, but the point is playing around with our past for the moment. Those are the ones that you can be getting along with. Okay, we will be adding subjunctives and things at a future date, but those are the main three, certainly up to G.C.S.E. and a large bulk available. Okay, so I will speak to you very soon. If this has been useful and you want more of these kind of conversation style, working it through, working the grammar through as you go along, then obviously please do get in touch. A transcript of what has been said will be underneath. Do not hesitate to contact me if you have any problems, and please click like if you found it useful. Okay, take care.